Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of That's a Wrap. I'm Caboose XBL.
I'm Ender the Answer.
And today what we got for you guys is our top 5 most anticipated comic book movies or blockbuster movies, whatever you want to call it, of 2018. Now before we jump into our list, I wanted to ask you guys, of course, if you could leave a like rating on the video as it shows your support, and we would really appreciate it. So if you could leave a like, that would be awesome. And with that said, well, let's jump into it. It is going to be a hell of a year this year.
Oh, yeah. It seems like every single year it is.
I know, yeah.
When
we say that like every year.
But this year especially.
Oh,
this
yeah.
year especially. We're a little late on this, but better late than never. That's for sure, because we really did want to talk about this.
Absolutely.
And one quick thing probably to mention, Caboose, is we do got a really cool announcement that we're going to share at the end of this video with an upcoming project that we want to do.
That's right. So stick around to the end of the video. We got something that we want to announce and just pitch to you guys. So, yeah, if you're looking forward to some new content on the channel, this is definitely something you want to tune in for. But all right, with that said, let's jump in. What we're going to do is we're going to go through our honorable mentions. Then he's going to run through his 5 through 2. I'm going to run through my 5 through 2. And then we're both going to announce our number one most
So what do you got for your honorable mentions?
So honorable mentions, Incredibles 2, which, I mean, when I was younger, Incredibles, I loved Incredibles. So I'm looking forward to the second one, what they got to bring with that. And then last but not least on my honorable mentions, I got Aquaman. That's right. I got a DC movie on my honorable mentions.
Folks, did you hear that?
So
okay.
Yeah, so I'm still really looking forward to it. We haven't seen anything yet, so I can't be super excited.
I can't wait to see your top 5. I got a little bit of an idea about it, but oh man, a DC movie not in your honorables.
Yeah, Aquaman is on my honorable mention. But all right, what are your honorable mentions?
So I mean, my 1, 2, 3, it was easy. I knew exactly what it was going to be. It was my 4 through 5, my honorable mention that I was struggling a little bit. So number 1, Ant-Man.
That's your honorable mention?
Okay. I really did enjoy that.
Ant-Man 2.
Ant-Man
and the
Wasp.
Wasp.
I want to see what's going to happen there, especially after the events of a big movie that's coming out. And we know he's not going to, he's still going to be in this movie. So that's what I'm looking forward to. The first one was entertaining. Let's see what they're going to further do with the character. And of course, the Wasp is going to be in it now. So we're going to see different technology, another little miniature Ant-Man or Wasp in it. So that's going to be pretty cool. Another honorable mention for me is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
I'm telling you, we know cartoons, I mean, they don't get as big play as the live-action movies, but this one looked amazing. It did. From the trailer. You haven't seen anything like this before. So I'm really pumped up. And we're going to have to wait a long time, because I believe this isn't coming out until December.
We got a while.
But still on my honorable mention and worth the wait for. And this is my last honorable mention. I had to sneak in there, and I'm hoping it's going to be good. Is X-Men Dark Phoenix.
Okay.
X-Men Dark
Interesting.
Phoenix. I mean, I've always got a soft spot for the X-Men series. Apocalypse was a massive failure for me. I did not like it. So I hope they come back with this one. There just hasn't been a lot of imagery, a lot of trailers. I mean, there was even at one point that we know that we think Jennifer Lawrence was going to be in it.
Yeah.
Now
we know that.
So now we do know that with seeing some of it. So that first trailer or a good trailer is going to be a key, but I still have high hopes for them.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, that's the honorable mentions. Now let's jump through. I'm going to run through my 5 through 2, and then he's going to run through his 5 through 2. So at number 5, I got one of your honorable mentions. That's Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
I thought you were going to have that higher, because I know you were going nuts for that trailer.
I am really, really looking forward to this. That trailer was amazing. It looked incredible. The animation style is something I've never seen before.
Yes.
It's from the guys who did 21 and 22 Jump Street, so I'm sure there's going to be some great comedy in there. And it's tackling a story in the comic books that I think is actually really cool. The Spider-Verse, having Peter Parker and Miles Morales in the same room, 2 Spider-Men. Absolutely. That is something so cool. I can't wait to see
Outside thing, I truly think that if this does well in the theaters, it could have an impact on Homecoming Part 2 as far as what they're going to do with Miles Morales.
For sure.
So this could have a huge impact.
Yeah, so I am really looking forward to that. So that's why it's at my number 5. And that trailer blew me away. Number 4, I got another Spidey film. I got Venom. Now, when I heard about this movie, when they first said that this movie was happening, I was like, what, Sony, what are you doing? Why is there a Venom movie that's not going to be connected to Spider-Man?
But then we all know why.
But then you hear Tom Hardy. Then you hear Rated R. Then you hear Venom versus Carnage. And it's like all these things are falling into the place for what this movie can be. And I'm on board and I want to see it.
Because me and you argued so many times, I'm like, I don't want Venom to be an anti-hero. He is a villain. The only thing that can adjust and make this movie interesting if they bring in somebody even crazier than him.
That Carnage. Yeah. So that's my number 4. And number 3, we got a movie that blew the lid off of rated R movies for comic book movies and probably paved the way for more rated R comic book movies. That's Deadpool 2. We got a nice little snippet of it with that trailer with the Bob Ross thing. I thought that was hilarious. And I'm already excited to see what the marketing campaign is going to be like for this movie. So Deadpool 2, without a doubt, especially with Josh Brolin as Cable, I cannot wait. Yeah. So that's my number 3. Now, number 2. This is where things get real interesting. I got a movie that's coming out next month. Black Panther. This movie looks insane.
I'm telling you.
We just got a new trailer for it. Everything looks so good. I mean,
this is going to be something new, which Marvel just, as usual, they keep pushing the envelopes. They're bringing us new stuff, movie after movie. I cannot.
I'm beyond excited. And just when you think about the premise alone, like, forget that it's a Marvel movie. You got Ryan Coogler directing a movie with Chadwick Boseman, and Michael B. Jordan is the villain. Like, come on. Just that alone should sell you on it. Then you hear it's Black Panther, it's a Marvel movie. Like, that is going to blow the lid off. So I am super excited for this movie. I'm super excited for the impact that it's going to have. And I cannot wait to see.
Apparently outweighing the sales of Civil War.
Yeah, I know, with the pre-sale tickets. Exactly, So it's already on the way to being one of the biggest Marvel movies, and I can't wait to see that. So that's my 5 through 2.
So let me go with mine.
Time for you.
Number 5, I've got Aquaman. Oh, I do, because when we watched Justice League, I said that dark horse, the one that they can make a great solo movie on, is Aquaman because of the lead actor, Jason Momoa. The name was escaping me because I have all these movies that I'm looking at right now. But I am hyped for this one. I mean, I don't mind that they made him the surfer guy. You know, he was kind of chilling and hanging.
It's like Jason Momoa.
Exactly. If he's going to play this character, he's playing it. So I'm quite excited. Let's see when that first trailer drops. This could be a dark horse for them.
Okay.
I really want them to continue to have big, great movies because Justice League did not do well for them. So I'm excited for that one.
All we want is the DC.
Number 4, of course, I've got Venom as well. I put that in my top 5. And for all the 3 things you said, I can't reiterate what you just said. For all those 3 reasons, and because I was thinking, who are they going to make bigger and more villainous than Venom? And if they're bringing Carnage and the right actor for this, it could be a phenomenal movie. Tom Hardy, the guy never fails in a role. I mean, what is it, like 95% of this guy's movies are always good. And there's always that rumors and stuff in Hollywood. He's very picky of his roles. So you know when he takes on a role, he's going to give us 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's your number 4.
And my number 3, I've got Deadpool on my number 3.
Yeah, Deadpool 2.
So I've got Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
And the reason why, I mean, you know, we look at all these imageries, the costumes, and everything that they do for all these characters they brought on camera. Tell me, Caboose, is there somebody that has looked amazing as Cable?
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Has anybody
It's one of the best designs we've seen.
It's one of the best designs. The hair, him working out,
the robot
scar, the arm, the army gear. The guy just looks. I can't wait to see.
He's like Cable just jumped off the comic pages.
I'm telling you, they always find it. It's just we thought Deadpool was perfect in the costume.
Yeah.
So I am super excited for that and what that movie can bring.
Agreed.
Number 2. I've got the same as you. I'd be crazy of not putting in there Black Panther.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say any more than you just said about it as well. This movie is going to bring something new, and it's going to set up a certain movie as well.
Well, we'll see, but it looks like it might.
I think it'll set up a few things. We're going to find out a few answers and questions for sure, and God knows what could happen in the end of credits.
Yeah.
So, you know, a lot of things can happen. There's probably no secret here.
So let's just not hide it anymore. Number
Incredibles
1.
2.
Yeah. Number 1, obviously, between us both, is Avengers Infinity War.
If you're a comic book movie nerd in this realm, anything, if this isn't your most anticipated movie of all time, or at least for 2018,
give up.
Just give up. I mean, this is an unprecedented event. That has been culminating for 10 years that we have not seen in cinematic history before.
And we're not talking like, you know, just comic book movies. Like movie history is being made here. This is 10 years of grueling filmmaking, all culminating to this, and it looks like it's about to pay off.
You know, when movies come out and trailers come out, there's always that the inevitability, or a movie can fail. It always happens. It could be everything. The trailer, the characters, like Justice League. It didn't do good in the box office. We didn't enjoy it. This is a movie where I will almost say they can put a guarantee that this is a movie that just cannot fail. Because of the star power, because of the directors, they know what they're doing. They got the right villain. That first trailer blew everybody away. I just don't know from that trailer how this movie can be crap and we're not going to.
And I mean, like, the thing for me is just like looking at Civil War. That was a movie where I was like, man, so many things can go wrong here. They're introducing 2 new characters to the universe, and the Russo brothers pulled it off tenfold.
And with those, if it was different directors, I'd still have a little bit of skepticism that something could fail. But these guys did it. They proved it.
And they're 2 for 2. Winter Soldier and Civil War are phenomenal Marvel films.
100%.
So I have.
So we got a perfect segue now.
So that's our top 5 for our most anticipated.
Let us know what you guys.
We want to hear what you guys are thinking in the comments. What is your most anticipated comic book movies and superhero movies in general for 2018?
I want to actually see that anybody put Han Solo in there.
I wonder.
I know a couple of years ago, Han Solo's been a lot of speculation around that. That first trailer has to drop.
But all right, so we're talking about Infinity War. We mentioned to you guys that we had a little bit of an announcement to make at the end of the video, and let's just announce it. Let's just talk about this. This is something that we've been brainstorming between each other. With Infinity War coming out in May, we're thinking about doing a bit of a countdown, if you will, to Infinity War, where we're going to be covering topics and
dissecting
speculating
that movie
all sorts
inside
of stuff.
out.
Yeah.
I mean, right down to where the heck is Civil War? Winter Soldier's arm, and where's his shield? Every single thing, because of how big this movie is and the speculation and what can happen, the villains, the characters. We want to do a segment every single week to cover about 3 to 5 topics in our own manner, and.
Yeah,
I mean,
we want to cover this movie in and out. We're looking forward to it. It's one of the biggest movies that's going to ever happen. It's one of our most anticipated. It is our most anticipated of the year. So we definitely wanted to find a way to integrate some new content to the channel, and this was a fun way my brother pitched to me that we're going to work on and get to you guys as soon as possible.
I think it's going to make for some great dialogue, great arguing between you, great dialogue and interaction from the
fans. Arguments is what we're most looking forward to.
Yes, and great dialogue and interaction from the fans as well, just to dissect this movie in and out. There's going to be some off-the-cuff left field theories that I really cannot wait to share with everybody as well as yourself.
I agree. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we want to hear what you guys have to think about that in the comments. So please let us know. Are you excited for that? Are you looking forward to that? Do you have any ideas that you want to throw our way? We want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. And that's it. That brings us to the end of the video. I'm Caboose XBL.
I'm End of the Answer.
And you can click on screen to make your way to one of the other videos on the channel, or you can click my logo to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and like me on Facebook. Those links are in the description. Drop a like if you enjoyed, leave a comment if you have an opinion, and subscribe if you're new.
That's a wrap.